Visionary, welcome to June. We are halfway through the year. Tell me, how are you feeling? Are you overwhelmed? Are you hitting those goals? A few housekeeping announcements that I just wanted to go over with you. Number one, the website is now live once again. It has gotten a refresh, a rebrand. She is gorgeous, and I would love for you to check out the website, navigate through, let me know what you're loving, and if you're not already on the wait list and you're like, what are you talking about? The cart opens very soon. I will be opening the cart first for those of you on the wait list, so you have exclusive access to the database before everybody else. For those of you that are like, wait, what are you talking about? This is the only niche-specific, industry-specific database that exists out there that provides you millions of dollars in access to grants. This is specifically a database that I created for visionary female CEOs, visionary female entrepreneurs like yourself, because I was having such a hard time getting funding for our barbershop, getting funding even for this business. And once I started really getting to the root of it and talking to other women, I realized this is an issue that we're having as a collective. And so I have a solution for you that is going to help you grow your business without the prejudices that exist with traditional funding in terms of business loans. And so this is a total game changer and will be just such a useful arsenal in your toolbox. It is the one asset that you cannot afford not to have. Get on the wait list. The link is down below. All right, let's go ahead and get into June's session, or June's episode of what are the grants that you need to be looking out for? What are the grants that you need to be applying for? Now, I want you to remember that business grants normally have a much shorter window, okay? So a lot of these, once I tell you, I want you to go into the show notes, go into the website, go into the blog page, and get those links, apply ASAP, okay? Deadlines are coming up soon. I'm going to start with the one that is most pressing, and that is the New Voices Power Pitch. It's $250,000, okay? It's $25,000 to $100,000 in grants. The rest is valued in coaching, which, as many of you who invest in yourselves know, that within itself is so needed, so powerful for your business, because that's really where you are going to see the longevity of this investment of your time that you're making, right? And we can go over that in another episode, but just know the real gold, it's in the coaching. The $10,000, the $25,000, the $250,000, if you're not properly administrating that money, that can be gone quickly. But coaching, what you learn, no one can take that away from you. Okay, I digress. So, New Voices Power Pitch, up to $100,000 in grants, $250,000 valued package. The deadline, it just opened today at the time of this recording, June the 2nd. It's only open until June the 10th. So this is exactly what I'm saying when I'm telling you these deadlines are very short. This is specifically for Black women-owned companies, okay? And this is a pitch competition. I do think that you should apply if you qualify. Just looking through the website here, this is an in-person pitch competition. Again, this is at Essence Fest. So if you're already going to be there, why not? You might as well. Pre-competition finalists will be coached and mentored through pitch practices leading up to the festival. You get pitch coaching. I would go to the festival just for that. Do you know how valuable that is for you to perfect your pitch and be able to articulate what you do, who you do it for, the problem that you're solving, the impact that you're making in 20 seconds, for example? That within itself is so powerful. So here's the criteria. You have to be a Black woman or at least own 51% of the business. You must be at least 18 years old, a legal U.S. resident, incorporated business for at minimum 1 year. So this is still for really new companies, have a minimum annual revenue of $50,000. Cannot have any outside investment of more than $200,000 and no institutional investors. You need to have significant evidence of market validation and customer traction. So they have some pretty strict regulations. They want to make sure that you have validated whatever your product or service is. They want to make sure that you have some sort of customer traction, which is why they want a minimum annual revenue of $50,000. This is great even if you apply as a practice. Even if you just take these questions as you're listening to them in this podcast right now and you say, you know what, I haven't validated my product via the market. Maybe I should be doing that. Maybe I should be better tracking my customer traction. Maybe I need to look at exactly, what is this the best fit, or can I be providing a better solution? These are excellent questions. The link for this application is down below. So the Dear God, Are We There Yet grant is the next grant on the roster. They are offering 5 grants every single quarter in the amount of $100 to $500. And the one for this specific quarter ends on June the 30th. I love this grant because you don't need to be a registered business. You don't have any stipulations in terms of revenues or anything like that. Really what they're looking for are individuals, organizations, businesses who are making a dent in social impact at whatever capacity that looks like. I also really love that their turnaround time is very quick. July the 15th via mail, you will receive a notification announcing whether or not you were the winner. You can also apply twice a year. Okay, you can't be awarded twice a year, but what that means is for those of you that are so afraid of, well, what if I apply and I don't get it? Cool, you can apply another time. Apply the next semester. Just apply the next quarter. That's totally fine. Use your first application and ask questions. If you guys have taken my workshop on peer editing as a non-funding expert, then you know that I have an entire rubric for you. If you guys want that, just send me an email at hello@buffaloambitionco.com and I can provide that for you. Or if you're in the community group page, you could just go back and watch that webinar. So you can apply to this grant twice per year. I also really want to stress that you must reside either in Canada or the United States, okay? And if you are a Hispanic woman who's making a difference in your community, Univision is offering a separate grant. Isn't that incredible? So not only can you apply 2 times, but as a Hispanic-owned business owner, as a Hispanic woman, you could apply to a separate grant all for you, enhancing your chances of getting that up to $500 for your business. So I also want to stress that winners will attend a pre-recorded workshop and commit to 1 follow-up in the year so that they can support your progress. Winners will also receive a free webinar and masterclass annual membership. Again, incredible resources so that you can grow your business far beyond just the money. Again, check the show notes for the application link. The next grant on our list is DoorDash's Restaurant Disaster Relief Fund. And this grant is for up to $10,000. This is specifically for restaurants that were impacted by natural disasters like fires, floods, hurricanes, etc. And I love that because being from here, Central Florida, we have hurricanes often. We have thunderstorms that look like death, pretty much, often. And so we have natural disasters pretty much year around, it feels like. And so if you're If your restaurant has experienced this, then this is definitely a grant that you may want to check out. Okay, so the deadline for this grant is June the 30th, okay? Applications must be submitted within 12 months of the declared disaster, so keep that in mind, and COVID-19 related damages are not eligible. Take the time, read. They do have some stipulations as to what the money can be used for. Again, the deadline is June the 30th of 2022, so go ahead and get your applications in. You should receive that money by August the 15th. So again, pretty quick turnaround. Some of the requirements, of course, like I mentioned, must be experiencing hardship due to a state or federally declared natural disaster, must be independently owned. You must have a brick and mortar location with 3 stores or fewer currently in operation. Revenue of $3 million or less per location in the last 12 months. You must employ 50 people or fewer. Check the notes down below for more information and for your application. Okay, so the last grant that I am going to be taking you through is due tomorrow. But if you already have your documents in order, then you should be A-okay. So this is the Monet Gratitude Goal Grant. So the Monet Gratitude Grant, and maybe I'm saying this wrong, correct me if that is the case, I apologize, but this program supports arts and culture, youth sports and recreation, and youth entrepreneurship. So programs focused on providing opportunities for youth to explore entrepreneurship opportunities in K through 12. In the United States, you have the opportunity to be awarded anywhere from $5,000 to $20,000. Please keep in mind that you must be a registered 501c3. Okay, and you must, again, it very important, you must already have your documentation. Not, I'm in the process, can I apply? No, you can't apply. Please be sure to have your 501c3 because it is requested on the application, okay? They do not support individual assistance. They do not support anyone that is not a nonprofit organizations, workshops, festivals, conferences, anything like that. Capital requests for renovations of business, vehicles, technology. Check this out. If you are a nonprofit that fits within this criteria, this may be an excellent opportunity for you to earn up to $20,000 through this program. So again, the eligible categories are arts and culture, youth, sports and recreation, youth entrepreneurship. And as always, if you do not catch this funding cycle, totally fine. You can apply either if they open up another funding cycle throughout the year or next year once those dates are once again released. That will be on the Funding with Foresight database for those of you that are going to be purchasing that. So have no worries there. All right, visionary. So I hope that today was encouraging for you as you saw how much money is available out there for you as a minority, as a woman, as a business owner. Shoot your shot because you really never know when that may be your opportunity. I hope that you have a blessed rest of your weekend. Please keep an eye out for those emails. Check out the website, and I will see you in next week's episode. Many blessings.